What if the single most powerful force shaping your life wasn't your income, your innate talent, or even the chances that fall into your lap? What if it was something far deeper, a hidden current that most of us never learn to navigate? That force is your mind. Your thoughts possess the quiet, immense power to construct your reality or to dismantle it. They are, in a very real sense, the architects of your destiny. And this is not some fleeting motivational cliché. It is a timeless truth, with roots stretching back to the ancient philosophy of the Stoics. They understood a fundamental principle of human existence. While the world outside is unpredictable and often beyond our command, the world within, our response, our interpretation, is entirely our own. And in that distinction lies all our power. Today, we delve into the secret of mental strength, exploring how mastering your mind can transform every facet of your being. Whether you are struggling to overcome a great challenge or simply seeking a wiser way to navigate the inevitable currents of life, the insights of Stoicism offer a compass that is as true today as it was 2,000 years ago. Mental toughness is not about brute force or grim determination. It is about cultivating a specific mindset, one anchored in clarity and purpose, so that you can face any obstacle with confidence and grace. Now, I know some of you listening might feel a touch of skepticism. You might be thinking, can it really be that simple? Can merely changing my thoughts truly change my life? I understand that doubt, but I invite you to remain with me, because the ideas we are about to discuss will challenge your assumptions and, I hope, awaken you to the incredible power you already possess. By the end of our time together, you will understand why mastering your mind is the ultimate key to mastering your life. If you are ready to begin this journey, take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who seeks growth, and subscribe for more deep explorations into Stoic wisdom for modern life. Let's begin. And trust me, the insights we'll uncover may fundamentally change how you see yourself. First, we must understand the power of thought. Consider this. The human mind produces around 70,000 thoughts each day. This is not mere mental static. It is a relentless torrent of activity, and each thought carries weight. Each one influences your emotions, guides your decisions, and ultimately steers the course of your life. The Stoics recognized this inner symphony, or chaos, for what it was. They taught a profound lesson. It is never the event itself that causes us distress, but rather our judgment about it. This means that by mastering your thoughts, you are, in essence, mastering your reality. Let's make this tangible. Think of how a single negative thought upon waking can poison an entire day. It can set a tone of frustration or despair that colors every interaction, every choice you make. A Stoic would advise us to meet that first thought with intention. We have the power to challenge and reshape it. For instance, if you awaken feeling overwhelmed, instead of allowing that feeling to spiral, you can gently remind yourself of all the difficult days you have already faced and conquered. This isn't mere positive thinking. It is about grounding your mind in the reality of your own proven resilience. This practice is not about suppressing negativity. It is about observing your thoughts without judgment, understanding their origins, and then consciously deciding how much influence they will have. This is the essence of the Stoic concept of the inner citadel. Picture your mind as an unconquerable fortress. Beyond its walls, the storms of life will rage, events unfold, words are spoken, fortunes shift. But within those walls, you are the sovereign ruler. You decide which thoughts are granted entry and which are turned away. This mental discipline shields you from needless suffering and keeps your mind clear, rational, and effective. By exercising control over your thoughts, you also sharpen your ability to focus on what truly matters. The Stoics relentlessly emphasized focusing only on what lies within our control and releasing our grip on what does not. When you cease to waste energy on things you cannot change, you liberate that energy to invest in the things you can. This doesn't mean you ignore reality or your feelings about it. It means you approach life from a position of strength, power, and choice. The power of your thoughts is immense. The next time you find yourself caught in a storm of negativity, remember the Stoic teaching. It is not the situation that brings you suffering, but your thoughts about it. You hold the key. Next, we must learn to embrace adversity as a catalyst for growth. We all face adversity. It is an inescapable part of the human experience. But it is not the adversity itself that defines us. It is our response to it. The Stoics viewed hardship not as a curse, but as a vital test of character, a crucible that forges our inner strength. The Stoic emperor Marcus Aurelius captured this idea perfectly when he wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This profound insight teaches us that obstacles are not merely hurdles to be overcome, they are the very path to our growth. Embracing adversity means shifting your perspective. It is about learning to see difficulties not as roadblocks, but as invaluable lessons. When confronted with a challenge, a professional setback, a personal loss, our instinct may be to retreat or lament our fate. The Stoic mindset, however, encourages us to ask a different question. What can this experience teach me? This single question has the power to transform adversity into a classroom. This perspective does not ask you to deny the pain or diminish the struggle. Instead, it invites you to mine these difficult experiences for the value hidden within them. Every challenge is an opportunity to practice virtue, patience, resilience, courage. Losing a job, for example, may feel devastating, but it is also an opportunity to reassess your path, discover hidden passions, or develop new skills. Dealing with a difficult person teaches you patience and empathy, honing your ability to navigate conflict with grace. Moreover, adversity is the engine of our growth because it forces us beyond our comfort zones. We grow when we are challenged, not when we are comfortable. Just as a muscle must be stressed to become stronger, our psychological and emotional fortitude must be tested to develop. When you actively embrace adversity, you are not just surviving. You are using the weight of your circumstances as leverage to propel yourself forward. Stoicism teaches us to not only accept hardship, but to welcome it as an essential part of a rich, meaningful life. By doing so, we turn every obstacle into a tool, and every setback into a setup for a comeback. Our true character is revealed not in how we celebrate success, but in how we rise to meet adversity. This leads us to the principle of self-discipline. Self-discipline is the bedrock of a life well lived. It is the core practice of Stoicism, enabling us to live in accordance with our values, regardless of the storms raging around us. The great Stoic philosophers taught that self-mastery, control over our impulses, desires, and actions, is the foundation of a life of purpose and integrity. At its heart, self-discipline is the art of aligning your actions with your highest reason, especially when the fleeting currents of emotion or impulse try to pull you off course. It is the choice to wake an hour early to meditate, when the warmth of the bed calls to you. It is the choice to nourish your body, when convenience tempts you. It is the choice to work on your craft, when distraction beckons. Each time you make such a choice, you are exercising your will. But in the Stoic sense, self-discipline runs deeper. It is about cultivating an inner strength that keeps you true to your principles in the face of any challenge. It is the fortitude to say no to that which does not serve your ultimate purpose, and yes to the harder tasks that do. This requires a conscious, moment-to-moment effort to monitor your thoughts and impulses, ensuring they serve you rather than enslave you. Think of it as forging a muscle. Each small act of will, each repetition of right over easy, strengthens your resolve for the greater tests to come. Stoics understood that the habits we form in small moments define the arc of our lives. This discipline extends beyond actions to our thoughts and emotions. It involves recognizing destructive patterns of thinking and actively transforming them into constructive ones. By mastering the source, your thoughts, you gain command over the entire cascade of your emotions and behaviors. This discipline also applies to our most precious, non-renewable resource: time. The Stoics were acutely aware of life's brevity and urged us to use our time with intention, not to waste it on trivialities or anxieties. Self-discipline, therefore, is not about self-denial for its own sake. It is about choosing a life of depth, meaning, and alignment with your highest self. It is about making choices that, while difficult in the moment, lead to profound satisfaction and integrity in the long run. Through this practice, we develop the resilience to meet life's challenges not as victims, but as empowered architects of our own lives. From this discipline, we can cultivate a vision beyond circumstance. Vision, in the Stoic sense, is more than a simple goal or a distant dream. It is a deep, unwavering conviction in what you are capable of building, independent of the landscape around you. This idea flows directly from the Stoic practice of distinguishing between what we can control and what we cannot. While external events may be beyond our influence, our internal vision and our commitment to it remain firmly within our command. Cultivating a vision beyond circumstance means seeing past the immediate horizon of your situation. This vision acts as your internal compass, your true north, guiding you through life's challenges without letting you become lost in momentary frustrations. For the Stoics, this vision was a life of virtue and reason. For us today, it can be a life built around our deepest values, our passions, and our desire for personal excellence, not one dictated by fleeting trends or societal pressures. Maintaining such a vision requires two things: clarity and commitment. Clarity means knowing precisely what you want to achieve, and, more importantly, why it matters. Commitment is the resilience to stay the course when obstacles, distractions, and setbacks inevitably appear. It is the ability to adapt your strategy without ever losing sight of your destination. At times, pursuing a powerful vision may mean walking a lonely path. The Stoic philosophers often faced opposition from those who did not share their commitment to reason and virtue. Similarly, when your vision diverges from the conventional, you may face criticism or misunderstanding. Here, the practice of emotional resilience becomes your shield, helping you remain anchored to your inner compass, undeterred by the opinions of others. This vision-driven life doesn't just protect you during hard times. It enriches the good times. It infuses your daily life with a profound sense of purpose. Every action, no matter how small, becomes a meaningful step toward a larger goal. In practical terms, this requires regular reflection. It means checking in with your goals, ensuring they still resonate with your values, and adjusting your course as you grow and learn. This vision becomes the living embodiment of your values, your character, and your highest self. By aligning your daily actions with this guiding light, you ensure that no matter the circumstances, you are building a life of profound meaning. This Stoic approach empowers us not just to survive, but to thrive, turning every obstacle into a stepping stone toward our true potential. With this vision, you can overcome challenges with mental strength. True mental strength is not about merely enduring hardship. It is about actively using life's challenges as a catalyst, a crucible for forging profound personal growth and resilience. This idea is the heart of Stoicism, which teaches that obstacles are opportunities in disguise. We build our character not in times of ease, but in the fires of the challenges we overcome. The first step is to adopt a Stoic mindset. When you face a challenge, view it as a test of your virtues. A professional setback is a test of your wisdom. What can you learn? It is a test of your courage. Will you persevere? By reframing a challenge as a test, you shift from being a passive victim of circumstance to an active participant in your own development. You begin to extract wisdom, to fortify your character with every obstacle you face. The second key is to maintain absolute control over your responses. While you cannot control what happens, you can always control how you react. This sense of agency is the source of all your power. When faced with adversity, instead of reacting with impulse or despair, the Stoic path is to pause, reflect, and choose a response that aligns with your values. This might mean taking a deliberate moment to breathe, seeking counsel from a trusted mentor, or simply choosing to remain optimistic in the face of the odds. Finally, overcoming challenges requires the practice of resilience. But resilience is not about bouncing back to where you were before. It is about bouncing forward, growing stronger from the experience. Just as muscles grow through exertion and recovery, each challenge you overcome expands your mental and emotional limits. You learn more about your own capabilities, and this knowledge builds a deep, unshakable self-confidence. This means you do not shy away from difficulty or wish for an easier life. You embrace the hard parts as essential to your journey. When a new challenge arises, remind yourself of the mountains you have already climbed. Draw strength from those past victories. Visualize yourself navigating the current trial with competence and composure, and then take the first step to make that vision a reality. To help you on this path, here are some practical tips for building resilience. Building resilience is an active, daily practice. It is about learning, growing, and emerging stronger from every experience. Stoicism provides a timeless toolkit for this work. The journey begins with your perception. Practice the art of reframing. When faced with a challenge, do not see a roadblock. See a lesson. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Or, how can this experience make me stronger? This doesn't mean ignoring your feelings. It means acknowledging them, but then choosing to focus on the elements you can control and the opportunities for growth. Next, build a foundation of physical and mental wellness through routine. The Stoics advocated for living in harmony with nature, which includes caring for your body and mind. Regular exercise, nourishing food, and sufficient sleep are not luxuries. They are fundamental to psychological resilience. They reduce stress, elevate your mood, and fortify your mind for the challenges ahead. Practices like meditation, journaling, or reading philosophy can further calm and focus your mind. Fuel your resilience with purpose by setting clear, meaningful goals. Goals provide a sense of direction that acts as a compass in times of uncertainty. They break down overwhelming challenges into small, manageable steps, allowing you to see your progress and maintain hope. A Stoic would suggest setting goals not just around external outcomes, but around the virtues you wish to cultivate, like patience or courage, ensuring your ambitions are always within your control. Engage with a supportive community. Stoicism is not a philosophy of isolation. It teaches the importance of mutual support. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you, those who can offer perspective when you feel lost. This network is a powerful source of strength, reminding you that you are not alone on your journey. Finally, cultivate the powerful habit of gratitude. By consciously focusing on what you are thankful for, you shift your mental state away from lack and frustration. This simple practice can dramatically improve your well-being. Each day, take a moment to acknowledge a few things you are grateful for. A sunny day, a kind word from a friend, or even a lesson learned from a recent struggle. This habit aligns perfectly with Stoic practice, teaching you to find and appreciate the good that is always present, even in the most difficult of times. Thank you for walking this path with me today, and for being a valued part of the Stoic Journal community. Remember, the challenges you face are not walls designed to stop you. They are stairways leading to greater strength and deeper wisdom. Continue to walk this path with us, and continue to cultivate a life of resilience and virtue. Be sure to explore one of the suggested videos on your screen to deepen your understanding of these powerful principles. Together, we can learn to turn every obstacle into an opportunity. I look forward to continuing this journey with you.